What's happening? What's cracking? We about to get into this reaction. This is your boy, Who Is Q, aka Who Is Quincy on Backyard TV. Go like, comment, subscribe right now. It only takes 5 to 10 seconds. Go right here, subscribe right now. Do that. Like I said, it only takes 5 to 10 seconds. Hit the notification bell as well. Stay updated with everything that's coming. For real. Do that. But we about to get into this video about Tory Lanez and Meg The Stallion case. The trial is going right now. It's running up, and there's a lot of stuff that's being introduced that we kind of already knew that we didn't know. It's both of those. For one, allegedly, it's coming to the now that people are saying that Tory Lanez and Meg The Stallion homegirl was basically saying like they was fighting for the gun, and she doesn't basically know who shot her because she wasn't paying attention, and both of them was fighting for the gun, and the gun went out. That's what it seems like allegedly. I don't know. I wasn't there. Nobody else basically was there besides the security, them, and I think it was someone else as well. But we'll check out this clip from ABC News. Hoping they don't flag us. I don't know. Hoping they don't do no copyright. But let's check it out and see what's going on.
Opening statements have begun in the Meg The Stallion and Tory Lanez shooting trial 2 years after Meg The Stallion says the rapper shot her in the foot following an argument inside an SUV in Hollywood Hills. Prosecutors presenting their case against Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, say he personally inflicted great bodily injury upon Meg The Stallion, whose legal name is Megan Pete. But Lanez denies these claims. There's a video of Tory Lanez entering the courthouse earlier. Cameras are not allowed inside the court, but as our team receives updates, we're going to provide them to you. Sources tell ABC News that Megan is expected to testify tomorrow. ABC News contributor.
All right. He brings his child to court with him. I mean, that's a good look. Make you definitely seem like you're a stand-up dad. You're doing what you're supposed to do. Salute that. Applause that. Real shit. Be a stand-up dad.
And host of Law and Crime Network, Brian Buckmeyer, is following the case. He joins me now, along with ABC News contributor Mike News. So, Brian, first, last week, Tory Lanez charged with an additional felony count here, discharging a firearm with gross negligence. He's pleaded not guilty to all these felony charges in the case.
And honestly,
what do you expect to take place in court
personally, I'm gonna take just anything out because you definitely want to believe black women. But at the end of the day, I don't think she really knows who did it, and I don't really think that he did it because I don't think he would sit here and be doing and moving the way that he did if he did it. And honestly, I don't think they think he did it because ain't no way in hell he could be walking the streets shooting a woman. Like literally just letting it go. I don't think so. I think it's a lot of things that we don't know. But we're going to be finding out over these next couple days of it.
Expecting opening statements for both sides to lay out the groundwork for what they're expecting the jury will hear throughout the trial. For the prosecution, the story is pretty straightforward. They're going to say that Tory Lanez either shot or shot at Meg The Stallion and either directly hit her feet or, as opposed to this new charge they added at, recklessly discharged a firearm in the proximity of her feet, causing some sort of injury. And for Tory Lanez, what we're starting to hear, and maybe heard from the preliminary hearing, that someone else shot at her, that Kelsey Harris, her assistant, who was in the car, and whether or not either side is going to be able to push the woman toward their side.
Allegedly, that Tory Lanez and, Meg The Stallion and Kelsey was both dealing with Tory Lanez. And if he was taking out both of the friends, not just to sit there and applaud it, but, this player. You got to keep it somewhat,
It's just a preview of these opening statements.
Yeah, so that's where the trial's going to focus. And Mike, Tory Lanez is outspoken about this incident, as he has been throughout, and on social media. He claims his last tweet, he writes, quote, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against me in judgment shall be condemned. You sit and watch now," citing a biblical verse as well there. So, what's the backstory here? Why is this significant in this area of our culture?
It's crazy.
Well, not only is this happening right now in the court of law, but this case is actually happening in the court of public opinion, and also too on the court of Twitter. There's been a lot of conversations on both sides, those individuals who are supporting Tory Lanez and fans of his, as well as those who are supporting Megan Thee Stallion. And so a lot of social commentary has weighed in on the validity of both sides. These two are also major pop stars. Both of them have put out, in Tory's case, a full album dedicated to this entire situation, where he says that he is innocent, he's being framed. Megan Thee Stallion then responded in a single to which she denounced his claims and talked about herself being the victim. This then goes into the social discourse of dialogue about believing women. We've seen letters that have come out from individuals of nonprofit organizations, elected officials in support of Megan Thee Stallion, including individuals from Planned Parenthood, about believing black women, and we also believing black women, and when black women say they are in harm, to believe them as so. And so you see two things, one within the pop culture setting, and then one around when it comes to dynamics with women in the public sphere and them being believed.
That was so helpful, Mike. Thank you for me. I'm not following. My wife is a huge Megan Thee Stallion fan, and Tory Lanez, one of the big stars. But this shooting, this controversy, it doesn't seem to have hindered Tory Lanez's career at all. Certainly, Megan Thee Stallion is just a giant star. The musician has shared his artist's Spotify Wrapped, revealing he was only 9 million streams shy of a billion. And Megan's been attacked, as you point out, on social media. People casting doubt on the nature of injury. So, what does this tell us about the industry right now, and how the community is responding to this story?
Well, Terry, you were just talking about coming off of Twitter right now, right? And due to social media and big tech and platforms, what they've done is they've allowed for individuals to find their tribe. It's allowed individuals to find their fan base, and for those who support, and they can strategically target those fan bases. There are supporters of Tory Lanez's music, and who also too believe that what Megan Thee Stallion isn't true. So they are supporting him, including some of his fellow colleagues and peers and rappers, such as Drake, who did a single that alluded to the validity of what Megan Thee Stallion's claims were made of. And then you also see on the flip side of the table with Megan Thee Stallion, who's extremely popular, who's done songs with Cardi B, who's done songs with Beyonce, is extremely popular, and her fans are also too interested in streaming. So I think of the fact of people are able to find their silos, their tribes, and able to market and speak directly to those to make them aware of their products, to really get the streaming and the music out there.
Got it. So, Brian, obviously what happens in court, it's not about tribes. It is about the evidence and the standard of evidence and the way the trial is conducted. So Kelsey Harris, I guess, who's a former friend of Megan Thee Stallion's, and was inside that car when the shooting happened, she's expected to testify on Wednesday. Tell me about her testimony, how important it might be, and what you think of how this trial can progress.
For the prosecution, I don't think she's that big of a witness, because she's simply an eyewitness to what Megan Thee Stallion is going to testify to, that being that Tory Lanez is absolutely the person who shot at her, and that's going to be the prosecution's theory in the case. But for the defense, she could be everything, because for the defense, they're saying that both her and Tory Lanez had their hands tested for GSR, or gunshot residue, and that could be the reason to tell as to whether or not Tory Lanez shot the gun or Kelsey Harris.
And the thing is, both of them got residue on their hands, so that make it seem like both of them was either fighting for the gun, or he was trying to fight her for the gun, or she was trying to fight him for the gun. But at the end of the day, it's crazy that both of their hands got residue on it. That's crazy. So I mean. And he was quite adamant, she was quiet, and that's a big part in this case. We gotta pay attention to that.
Now, she's not going to get up on the stand and say, yes, I'm the one who shot at Megan Thee Stallion, I kept my mouth shut for 2+ years. But the defense is going to have to work out some kind of questioning, some kind of argument, trip her up in some kind of way to question her credibility and create that reasonable doubt that Tory Lanez can now expand upon either through his lawyers or if he takes a stand to try to raise reasonable doubt and find some kind of not guilty verdict in this case.
You feel me?
Exactly. That's a classic tactic. You're going to point the finger elsewhere to get that reasonable doubt. So finally, Brian, what is Tory Lanez facing in terms of sentencing if he is found guilty of these very serious crimes?
Long time.
It's two things. One, he's got the criminal conviction and the sentencing there. He's facing 22 years and I think 8 months on top of that. But the last time I checked, he and I were born in Canada about 30 minutes away from each other. He could get deported. I don't think he's got a green card or citizenship. So it's not just about the jail time. It's about what happens after the jail time. Will he be able to come back to the States and make the money that he's been making for the last couple of years?
Wow. A lot at stake,
legally and culturally. And so, Brian Buckmeyer, Mike Muse, thanks for helping us with it. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
At the end of the day, it's crazy. And that's crazy. But there's a lot of holes in this story. I mean, can you blame them? No, you can't. Because everybody got their own agenda on this story. I mean, you got Kelsey, you got Megan, you got Tory. All of them got their own stories. He's sticking by his, Chelsea's sticking by hers, Megan's sticking by hers. And the thing is with it, Megan, I don't think she really know who shot her. Or bullet fragments or whatever the case may be, because they ain't technically shot, but at the end of the day, the fragments popped up and you got them. But this is gonna play out. It's been playing out for like 4 or 5 years already, but now we in the meat and potatoes, like AD No Jumper says. Shout out to AD. It ain't no shot, nothing like that. But it's crazy. This is crazy. I mean, keep your head up. Tory Lanez, Meg The Stallion. I mean, at the end of the day, this shit just gonna play out in court, and it's gonna play out in the media, and people are gonna have their own opinions on it. So you can't get mad at everybody having their own opinions on it. But at the end of the day, did you actually see it? Did you assume it? Or did it happen? Truthfully, the only people that really knows is those people that are there and God. But hey, who am I? Like I said, just a YouTuber, streamer, podcaster, whatever you want to call me. I'm just me. Like, comment, subscribe to Who is Q right now on Backyard TV. Do that. Like I said, it only takes 5 to 10 seconds. And we out of this bitch. Subscribe right here. Playlist right there. Or videos right here. Then we gone. I'll let you.